Guess who's back again. For the second time, the Saints are bringing back a free agent that we all thought might have been gone. But the New Orleans Saints are expected to retain wide receiver Michael Thomas. We have a lot to get into. We're going to break down the contract details. We're going to talk all about this. But before we get to that, I want you guys to let me know, what is your one-word reaction to the Saints bringing back Michael Thomas? Because my one word is, it's going to be two words: let's go. Because I'm pumped about this move. I'm really excited to see the Saints make something happen out of this. I really feel like Michael Thomas wants to be a New Orleans Saint, and I'm going to get into my thoughts on that later in the video. But I'm excited about this. My one word, if I had to pick one, is just excited. My two words is let's go. So let me know, what's your one-word reaction to the Saints bringing back MT? But Adam Schefter, he had the report saying the Saints are restructuring Michael Thomas's contract, reaching an agreement on a 1-year, $10 million deal that has a max value of $15 million per year per source, has a max value of $15 million per source. Thomas is staying in New Orleans. Sorry, guys, per usual, talking, producing, looking at my notes and my scripts, so just bear with me. So sorry, guys. But at the end of the day, we're still getting you the content, and this is why you got to subscribe. If you haven't locked us in yet, be sure to do it now, because even when Saints breaking reports goes down, we're here to provide you guys the content that you deserve. We're here breaking down all the news, all the rumors, and all the buzz. So help us out, Who Dat Nation. Subscribe, lock us in. We will be live for free agency tracking tomorrow. We're going to have a live free agency tracker, a free agency frenzy, if you will, on Saints Now. I'm not going to tell you the time, because I'm going to tell you, turn on your notifications. That way you get notified before we go live, and then once we get live, and that way whenever we post a video. But let's keep talking Michael Thomas. One of the best wide receivers, when he's healthy, is back in New Orleans. And this is just a big deal. This is a very, very big deal. He did, however, play 10 games in the last 2 seasons, and we would not be doing a service if we didn't discuss the good and the bad. Because quite honestly, Michael Thomas is one of those players that I really like. I'm a huge fan of his, just in terms of what he has been able to do for the Saints. I think he's one of the better Saints wide receivers of all time. And I gotta say it, I think it's time that we as Saints fans, or as Michael Thomas reminds us as Saints fans, and reminds the NFL why we call him Can't Guard Mike. Because, dude, Michael Thomas, he's a beast. He's a dog. He's an animal. That guy just gets the job done. I'm so pumped to have him back. And not to mention, this comes in after the Saints lose Caden Ellis. The Saints lose Shy Tuttle. And Caden Ellis, that one hurts. That move stinks. It hurts. It blows. And it's even worse that he's going to the Falcons. But that being said, this is some good news for Saints fans. And I understand why there might be some concern as to why you may or may not like Michael Thomas and may not have wanted to bring him back. But can you at least say, hey, can you at least show some appreciation for the fact that he's coming back? Not only is he returning, but he's returning on a cheaper deal. And coming in from Nick Underhill, he has something to add on the contract details. Michael Thomas was previously due to make $15.5 million in 2023. If he achieves his bonuses, that takes his base salary of $10 million to $15 million. So essentially, if Michael Thomas performs and he plays well and he does what Saints fans expect him to do and know that he is capable of doing, he can still go get that $15 million. I think it's a good move. I really like this. So I'm going to be typing my L for like. But Who Dat Nation, this show isn't about me. It's all about you. Do you like the move? Type L for like, type D for dislike. Let me know in the comment section. I'll be interacting with all of y'all down there. Today's Saints Now is sponsored by Athletic Greens. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Not only is AG1 helping me get back into good habits, I'm already seeing better digestion as well. Improving my gut health is something I've been trying to do, and now that's happening with a simple scoop every single day, and it actually tastes great. I take AG1 every morning, as you see on your screen right now, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. I came into this year wanting to get healthier, and starting my year on AG1 has helped me do just that. I take it every morning, and I feel happier, healthier, and much more energized. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally couldn't be easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. I mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing each morning. Done. Also, I like that it costs less than $3 a day, which is pretty good if you ask me, especially when you're talking about your health. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients. It's a win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need for your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Go check it out. The link will be in the comment section and in the description of today's video. Here's his production over the last 4 years. Obviously, 2021, he didn't play due to the ankle or the leg or the foot or the toe or whatever the injury was. He did not play in 2021. In 2022, he only played in his 3 games, those first 3 weeks. And let's not forget how dominant, how much of a beast this man was when it came to week 1 at Atlanta. Also, we still own you, Atlanta. We will still be sweeping you. Atlanta sucks. Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, back to the stats. 2020, production dipped. He only played in 7 games, but 2019, if you can get close to these numbers from 2019 and 2023, then I think that you have done everything and then some to earn, or you have done everything you can and asked for everything you can out of Michael Thomas, and he provided what he can. 149 yards, 1,700 yards in the air, 9 touchdowns, just over 11.5 yards per catch. If you can get Michael Thomas up to 100 receptions, 1,500 yards, or even 120 catches, something like that. You're getting the production you want out of Michael Thomas, and especially considering he now has Derek Carr who can throw him the ball, air it out, and you don't have to rely on him on just doing slants. So we can go ahead and stop that slant boy narrative. Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, those are going to be your 1 and 2. Rashid Shaheed is going to be a dog as your number 3, as your speedster. Just absolute game changer. Jarvis Landry and Marquez Callaway, I do not expect to come back in free agency. Maybe Jarvis Landry comes back on a team-friendly vet minimum deal. But here's how the wide receiver depth chart currently looks as it stands on Tuesday, March 14th, 2023, 2 days into free agency tampering period. So this is worth noting. This is a good wide receiver depth chart with Michael Thomas, or it's not even decent. It's an all right wide receiver depth chart, but it's a great wide receiver depth chart with Michael Thomas. And why I love the contract is, as I said earlier, this just proves that he wants to be in New Orleans. This proves that Michael Thomas wants to be a Saint. He's always wanted to be a Saint. I'm not going to say he always will want to be a Saint, but he's a Saint. He's a Saint through and through, and I'm very excited to see that because he's a freaking good football player, guys, and he can still earn that bag next season. He can still earn a good contract. It's just a 1-year deal. So you know what? If he ends up playing and it shakes out really, really well, I guarantee you all of us are going to be sitting here being like Mickey Loomis, Kai Harley, Dennis Allen, geniuses for making this work. However, I also understand if he doesn't play, he doesn't perform well, he's hurt, and I'm hoping that isn't the case. Knock on wood right now. I don't think it will be, but I'm hoping that's the case. We're going to be sitting here being like, why did we run this back once again? I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to all work out just great and dandy, and I really hope it will as well, especially because he was such a big part of recruiting Derek Carr to New Orleans. But help me welcome back Michael Thomas by typing 13 and also liking the video. Don't just type 1-3. Like the dang video as well, because at the end of the day, Michael Thomas is coming back. There's reason to celebrate. And if you're celebrating, you're liking the video. So like this video. Help us out. Type 13 down in the comment section. Show some love to Can't Guard Mike so that way he can come back healthy, dangerous, and ready to ball out with his new offense. So here's what Derek Carr had to say on Michael Thomas during his introductory press conference over the weekend. He said, I told my wife, when I got off the phone with Michael Thomas, and she just asked, why are you smiling? And I was like, I love this guy. He's so competitive. And I think that the energy he brings is a very exciting time to throw. It's a very exciting time to throw him the football. And bear in mind, like I said, this was before, this was during the introductory press conference over the weekend. And I actually have some more that he said in that press conference right here. If you don't, just bear with me as I read this from my laptop. It says, when he started recruiting and talking to me, He wasn't even trying to recruit me. This is coming from Derek Carr. He was just like, when are we getting to work? We're wasting time. Time is ticking. And I was like, dude, I'm the same way. We'll get there. But I think that our relationship has grown through the process. And I'm looking forward to hopefully making that relationship grow even stronger, which if you guys tuned into the press conference, if you were checking it out, that gives me even more reason to believe that Michael Thomas is back, or that he was going to be coming back. It's a great deal for the team. I'm really excited that it's a team-friendly deal and that he's willing to play for less money. I can confidently say I don't know if he would have gotten a great contract out in free agency. I think it's there might have been a little bit of a this is probably best for both parties situation, but Allen Lazard, notably, this is a guy that we have talked about to great extent on Saints. Now, he is more than likely headed to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers put in a request for, like, this coming from Diana Rossini, he put in, like, a request for, like, his wish list, if you will, and included Lazard, Randall Cobb, I think, and then another wide receiver, and then OBJ. So, like, clearly Aaron Rodgers he may not be the quarterback of the team, but he runs the front office. He's the general manager. He's the president. He's whatever. He clearly runs the offense or the team without being on the team, which is kind of incredible if you ask me. But Allen Lazard is likely headed to the Jets, so that takes away a big body pass catcher that you really could have gone to get, or that we've mentioned before and that you could have potentially had and could have been a good fit for the team. But guys, I want you to let me know, what's the next move that the Saints should make? Should it be going and getting a defensive tackle? There's literally not another defensive tackle on the roster. There's like two. I don't even think there's technically one. I think they're just defensive linemen that got moved to defensive tackle because there's nobody there. So I think you should go get a defensive tackle. I also think linebacker could be an area of need. Wide receiver, it's less of a need. Running back, I don't know. There's a lot of positions that still need to be addressed. So Who Dat Nation, let me know in the comment section what move should the Saints make next. And just one more friendly reminder, guys, please subscribe to Saints Now by Chat Sports as we are trying to become the #1 YouTube channel, sports media, web page, whatever you want to say it is, around the New Orleans Saints. I understand that this is a lot to ask from you guys, but we're trying to become #1. And if I know one thing about Saints fans is that we all love winning. So help me out, help us out, help grow the channel. And I will see you guys tomorrow for our live free agency frenzy. Who Dat Nation, y'all stay golden. We'll catch you next time.